you may have taken the best vacation of your life to date. Okay? I went to Grand Cayman and I thought it was the best place on earth. I thought I want to settle down there. But you know what? In 5 days I got bored. I've been to the best destinations in the world, in India and across the world. And I realized that no vacation can give me the peace, the relaxation, the contentment, the satisfaction of being productive and creative, at the same time being relaxed and happy that I was seeking. And so now, to tell you the truth, and you may find this interesting or funny, people, my friends thought that I'm coming to America, I'm coming here for a vacation. I said that there's not a single day or time that I will leave as a downtime. Because now my journey and what I do is such a celebration and enjoyment for me. For me, I don't need a separate vacation anymore. So I don't escape anymore. Previously, these were escapes that I would get. You get 3 weeks of vacation a year. Let's run to India. That was me. When I was in residency, fellowship, practicing as a physician, I realized that I was traveling the world. I was doing all the outer worldly things. And I wasn't doing the inner worldly journey that I really need to do. Which is where all the peace, all the relaxation, all the joy, all the contentment already lies. And I did what I was trained to do because my family did it, my friends were doing it, my relatives were doing it. And it seemed like the right thing to do. And I find many of my peers who have this goal of traveling the world and visiting every single country and all the top destinations, and on their Facebook they have these red flags. I've been here, I've been here, I've been here. These are my future targets. I've been here, 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 here. I tell them, have you ever been within to feel your mind, to feel your soul, to feel the spirit that drives you to do all these things, which you are draining like a battery and never recharging till the point that you get a disease? So far, what may have happened is you may have done many different forms of healing, many different trainings, read books, which is great to a certain stage because the book is one person's experience and journey. And like I told you, you are so unique, so special, and so perfect in the eyes of God in just the way you are, that there is no book that can give you all the answers to your life. And in order to get all the answers to your life, you have to come on a path of self-discovery. And that's why we call this a self-transformation workshop. Why is it that we do what we do, and what it is that we are trying to achieve, and what is our purpose and goal? Where are we trying to go? To give a few examples of people who've connected with us, and I have thousands of these, I've had people who have set one goal to become multimillionaires in their life. And then they become my patients. Some of them come from very poor backgrounds and they believe that when they become very, very rich, they'll be happy. They now have a bed worth $20,000, but they don't get sleep at night. Same way I have people who believe that they will achieve some other target. Students who say that when I get into that college and I get that degree, I'll be happy. When you get that degree, you then start worrying about the job after it, and the job after it, and the next raise that you'll get. And it's a never-ending vicious cycle. It's never a stop, never a time point at which you feel content. You feel like, yes, I am where I am, I'm happy. What happens next is in my hands. I control my destiny. That is what we train in Nira. How do you control? How do you gain back the control of your own life? How do you take the reins of your life in your own hand, which has now gone into the hands of television, newspaper, internet, surroundings, peers, friends, family? Because a lot of what we do is driven by what we see outside. And so in getting that rein back, it's not like you stop enjoying and doing the things you like. You do it with a different celebration, and you don't do it with a pressure or with a guilt or with a fear or with an anxiety. And in doing that process, the first step is cleansing that bottle that is pent up full. And so in this 2-day retreat, we help you clear out the poisons and the toxins at a physical, mental, emotional, spiritual level. So once you've done a good bit of dusting and cleaning, and let's say you're a gardening fan and you're doing a lot of gardening and you get out all the weeds and you get out all the pebbles and stones that may affect the growth of your plant, and you have nicely cleared the soil and added your topsoil, then you can plant a seed that you can expect to grow into a beautiful plant and then into a tree, and one that can bear healthy fruit. And along the way you will need to put the right fertilizers at the right time, the right amount of water and the right amount of nurture, care and love. And this becomes a process and a journey, and that's literally how your spiritual growth is with Nira. The thing that attracted me most to New Independent Reiki Alliance was the fact that at every step of the way I had a person that I could talk to. Because when you read a book and it tells you to do something and you try to do it and you run into a problem or a barrier, or you like the idea but can't apply it, you can't call up the author and say, you've written this thing, it sounds real good, but I just can't apply it in my life. Can you tell me how I can do this? And he says, you know what, I get calls like this all the time. It's impossible for me to guide everyone. I've just shown you a roadmap. Your journey may run parallel or as a divergent lane to what I have said. And that's where having someone that you can call on, connect with, discuss with, express the problems that you're facing or the difficulties that you're facing, and then get solutions and take the next step forward in whatever you're trying to do. So having said that, we pay a lot of importance to counseling. Group counseling, as will happen at the retreat, and then one-on-one counseling for people who really want to progress on this path with us. I've had so many of my patients, the people I counsel, I don't call them patients after their physical ailments are gone, come and tell me that their friends, their family says that there's something different about them after they've done a retreat or a seminar with us. And they can't pinpoint what it is, but they say there's something different. And as they keep doing it, like I said, we have 200 courses in Nira. Some designated just for children, some just for women, some just for men, some just for people who are above 50 or 55, some just for people who want to progress, some for people who are trying to achieve wealth in their life, some who are trying to achieve focus and determination and confidence in their life, and some for people who are trying to beat some kind of chronic disease or ailment. We have all these branches that we have created under Nira. And as I mentioned earlier, diet is a very critical part, because as they say, you are what you eat. You literally are what you eat. And I cannot tell you how many diseases we handle, me, my teammates, where just by diet counseling, a person can come out of 50% of their ailment, sometimes 90, 100%. And not just the physical ailment, but the mental illness behind it. And I'm not saying that they're sick in their head, but just patterns of thinking, patterns of behavior, patterns of reaction that are building poisons and toxins in the blood start just dissipating and falling away just by changing the diet. Diet counseling, lifestyle counseling, one-on-one, emotional, psychological, spiritual counseling, guidance. This is all part of what Nira does. And the ultimate goal, for you to be the happiest spirit, as I may call, that you would deserve to be and can be, whatever your journey may be. So in this 2-day retreat, there is not just meditation that's going to happen, sitting for hours together with your eyes closed, chanting. There'll be some things like it, but there'll be a lot of celebration, a lot of music-based things. So there are things that you do in standing and sitting. There are things that you do while you're eating. So even food and eating is a meditation. How you eat, what you choose. So Nira, Neo Independent Reiki Alliance. Neo means it's neither new nor old. It's a new version of something that has been known for thousands of years. There have been many enlightened masters in many parts of the world who have all given the same message that Nira gives on universal laws, that if we follow in our life, we'll be happy, healthy, balanced, successful individuals. Just like we have a society and we have law and order and we have a government and we have our police force and our army, navy, air force and everything that keeps things in law and order, this is the external order. There is an internal order, the law of the universe, that no matter what your race, your color, your culture, your financial situation, your age, if you break that law, you will pay the price. Was anyone taught these laws in school or college? I wasn't either. I had to learn it. And when I learned it, life became easier. What I could do in 8 hours, I was now able to do in 2. What I could sometimes spend hours, days and weeks trying to resolve, I could now resolve within days. Because I started to learn the laws, the driving force behind what it is that I was doing and where it was going wrong, where it was misaligned with the universal law. And if I got it in alignment, it would just happen. I didn't even need to do it. So all that struggle, that force, that frustration that came with it fell away. And so teaching you who you are, what the universal laws are, how you can bring them into application in your life in a practical way. So nothing that you can't do.